right there in 1937. Is that amazing? That's so cool. I found that on YouTube.
I found that on YouTube.
Ladies and gentlemen, the first class passengers had a lounge. This is it. They would sit here during the day. They would listen to music. They would read. They would play bingo over here. They had beautiful, overstuffed easy chairs, sofas, but no meals were served here. This was where they danced their way across the Atlantic after supper. We didn't have wall-to-wall carpet here. It was all wood flooring. And that, in front of that fireplace, is the original wood floor.
Excuse me.
As you can see, we tried to do a little repair work on it. 31 years of ocean coming in through here. That's the reason we didn't have wall-to-wall carpet in here, because the water would break the windows.
Amir.
And it would come in right here and
Tara.
cause mold and mildew. So
Tara.
they had to take care of that. Now,
Get away from the fireplace.
3 fireplaces in here. These are the very first electric fireplaces on board an ocean liner ever. Golden onyx. This, that, and that. The 3 mantles, plus the lighting urns, all carved out of the same piece from Brazil. This is actually made out of wood. Okay, this is a wooden mural. It's done by Oakley and Bates. It's called Battling Unicorn. The legend of the unicorn is when they hit their horns together, they produce beautiful sounds. And that is the theme of this room. Beautiful music. If you see the etching along the mirrors here, you see also musical instruments in the room. Remember the frieze over the oscillates? Right here is done by the same artist. It's called Symphony by Maurice Lambert. Now, are you ready for this? Sir, you are handling this voyage quite well. You must be a yachtsman. Come walk this way. Perhaps you've traveled on an ocean liner before. You're really handling this voyage very well. You're the peak evidence of good health on the high seas. Take a good look at your reflection on the mirror. Peach-tinted mirrors in the first class areas. So when a steward saw that one of the guests on board was starting to turn a little bit green about the gills from the effects of Maldemar, or what we call seasickness, he would walk him over here, give him a good little pep talk, and he would see rosy red cheeks in his face and feel better. This is how we cured seasickness.
It's empowerment. Yes.
Neat. That's awesome. What do you think of that, Amir?
Does the room look familiar to you? Step over this way. Maybe you're looking at it from the wrong perspective.
The Poseidon image.
On the count of 3, look up and start singing. There's got to be a morning after. 1, 2, 3.
There's got to be a morning after.
Remember the movie Poseidon Adventure?
The Poseidon, yeah.
This room here was used for one of the rooms on the motion picture.
The original.
Irwin Allen did not flip the ship upside down. He could have done that. But what he did was he replicated this room, put it in a gimbal, put the actors inside the room, flipped the gimbal with the cameras outside of the gimbal, and all of a sudden the actors went crashing into the ceiling. And for that, he won the Academy Award for special effects. Pretty cool stuff.
Amir, sure.
Over here in the corner, perhaps your memory recalls The Godfather 2. Al Pacino making somebody an offer he couldn't refuse, right there from his desk. Does everybody remember Bill Bixby? The Incredible Hulk, my favorite Martian. He also played the magician. The detective was a magician performing magic tricks right over here. Okay. So here we had no formal meal served. have dinner. All that's going on. This room is being cleared out for an evening of fine dancing. Orchestras will be playing here, and then they also had a veranda grill, which was a nightclub. For $5 extra, they could go have a steak dinner at the nightclub and dance to other orchestras. Let's go show you where the second class passes.
Hey.
I don't know where everybody went.
Well, we have a lady with a walker, so I had to get her in the elevator.
Why he just keeps like following us, materializing somewhere.
What's to stop somebody from just following a group and doing a free tour?
Yeah, we should have done that.
I'm just wondering. That's my criminal mind, I guess.
All right, right this way, folks.
No, it's just street smarts. That's all.
Right this way. Okay, you see the rails here? Yeah. They're not part of the original design. The original design did not have any rails here because they thought the ship would be the most smooth running ship on the ocean. Boy, did they get their facts wrong. She was lovingly called the Rolling Mary by the crew. One day, the Queen Mary was heading in for Scotland for some repairs, and the people down here had a horrible accident because of the high seas. They got knocked against the wooden walls, and they had ambulances waiting for them. So Cunard installed about 20 miles of these railings here. They're made out of Bakelite plastic, very expensive at the time.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
This is our room.
Cool!
107.
Come here, you don't need to.
He's okay. He's just being.
That's just hilarious. No, it's kids.
I'll talk to you a little bit about how the passengers lived here on the way back. But for now, the Queen Mary is 1,019.5 feet long. She is 118 feet wide. Her final voyage, 39 days to Long Beach. She went from Southampton to Lisbon to the Canary Islands. Then from there she crossed the Atlantic down to Rio de Janeiro, around the tip of South America to Chile, Mexico, Acapulco, and finally to Long Beach.
Wow.
You're probably out wondering why she couldn't go through the Panama Canal. The Queen Mary is wider than the Panama Canal.
Wow.
So she had to take the long way around. Now imagine being on this ship for 39 days. What a party. They took the doors and all the furnishings. Everything was packed up during the Second World War. So they had bunk beds inside, like 6 levels high, 18 inches, right? The bunk beds. So when you crawled into the bunk, you couldn't roll over. But here's the rough part about this. There's sometimes so many people on board that when you crawled into the bunk, you slept for your 8 hours, then you woke up, you crawled out, somebody else crawled into your bunk. And then when he woke up, somebody else crawled into the bunk as well. So that was called hot bunking. Because the bunks never got cold.
That's kind of nice.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, both make sense.
Hot. Oh, it's hot.
Hot bunking, yeah.
Ooh.
Is this off limits to the normal general?
This is second class. Let's have you gather over here in front of the stairs.
Right here.
Yeah.
He's
All right, stand right here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. This is second class area, right? First class area up there in the center of the ship. You paid $1,070 for two, including meals, for the smoothest ride. Back here, you paid about $5.25. You got a bumpier ride because of the ship's engines, your constant vibration of the ship's engines, the sound, the smell from the smokestacks. But at no additional cost, you had a free foot massage